race one, track is yours. Race one, track is yours.
Keith Hadley. Robert Sorhinen. Two minutes to the start of the race. Toby Jenkins. Mike Hood. Dwayne Billings. Kevin Hobbs. Aaron Brooks. Leighton Long.
All right, guys, it is live loop all weekend, so we are live.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I need somebody on bucket 2. Mike, can you go to 2 for me instead? Thank you. So let's go to our car numbers. Remember, guys, we need to go to our car numbers. I have somebody on 12 we don't have a car 12 in race 16, but I do not have a check from Mark. 45 seconds
to the start of the race.
No check from Mark. I only have 8 cars on the track, so that would probably make sense. Mark
30
Saya.
seconds to the start of the race.
I do not have a check from Mark Saya.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, loop is live. Loop is live. Kevin, you are on the clock now. In the future, let's try not to cut tracks. So we are racing now here in round number 2 of your WERC series. Your points leader for this class is not here this weekend. That was Bartlett, who was able to take the win in round 1 in Post Falls, Idaho. So we got a chance now for some new points leaders. I know Austin Azure was running the e-buggy class in round 1 and a couple other guys as well. So we will see a new points leader at the end of this one. Caution the double-double up front. We'll let a couple laps get in here before we start calling them off. All right, so Keith Hadley, as expected, even though he's not putting in the grind that he used to, always been a fast driver. He's going to be out front with a hot lap of 26.2 on lap number 1. That is the quickest time I have seen all weekend. Already firing it off here on round number 1 for Hadley. number 1 coming right in front of the driver's stand, going over the triple in that American flag paint scheme. Coming up, working back into the double-double over the line right now. There he is on camera. Down into the backside of the track is Keith Hadley. Toby Jenkins running 2. Sorjonen running 3. Aaron Brooks 4. Dwayne 5. Leighton, Mike, Mark, and Kevin.
2 minutes left.
So right now your leader on an 11.507. Sorjonen 5:20. Toby Jenkins 5:21. Brooks on a 10-lap run. So is Dwayne. Dwayne now moving up to the 4 spot. Aaron Brooks down to the 5. Leighton 6. Mike Hood 7. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go here in qualifying round number 1 for Spec E-Buggy. Fast lap of the race.
1 minute
Gotta
left.
keep an eye on that. It says it belongs to Leighton on a 25, but he backed it up with a 20 or a 44. So my guess is it was a double lap click. Yep, so it averages out to the same, so we got that cleaned up. So fast lap of the race. Leighton keeps clicking off. A little bit interesting there. So Keith Hadley on a 26.2 from lap 1 is still the quickest lap on the track. I do have a couple drivers without car numbers on their cars, so make sure let's get that resolved before round 2, please. Just waiting for a clock to expire here. Race them to the line, guys. Race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. Dwayne and Mike Hood, the only drivers still left on the track. Everybody else is done. Please bring them into pit lane on the front end side. Go ahead and finish 1 extra lap if you need to. And then bring them in. All done, all stop, looks like now. So all done, all stop.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 2. Spec Tire E-Buggy. Heat 2 of 4. Evan Road. Justin Shockley. J.R. Clark. Terry Stephenson. Sean O'Reilly. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Ashon Bristol. Travis Itter. Rod Miller.
All right, 115 to the tone. I do not have a check from Bryant Carlson. No Bryant Carlson. And I need somebody on 4. Bucket 4 should be
1
covered.
minute to the start of the race.
That is Mark. Mark, I do need you to come out and corner marshal even though you weren't able to make the run. Mark, if you could come out to corner marshal bucket 4. Taylor looks like he'll get you covered, Mark, if you need to work on
45 seconds
cars.
to the start of the race.
Yeah, Taylor's going to cover you. Thank you. Loop is live in 35. Loop is live in 35.
Bryant Carlson.
And there's a check from Bryant. So a check from all drivers. Check from all drivers.
30 seconds to the start of the
Loop
race.
will go live in 30. Space it out, guys. Don't make a mad dash for it. If you are going to pull off, make sure you are out of the racing line.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Less than 5. For those at home watching on the live feed, give a little bit of patience to the camera work. We're trying to train in my 10-year-old son, so doing the best he can, getting it nailed in a little bit, trying to give you that moving camera action all weekend long. So we will have tables set up on the left side of the driver's stand just off over there to put your cars and radios on so you do not go back to the pits after your run. Please get your radio to a mechanic or set them on this table and out to the track to marshal, please. If I have to hold up a program due to a marshal being absent, that is when we start risking penalties, guys. So please marshal directly after your run to the bucket number that matches your car number. 2 minutes into this, 2 down, 3 to go. And just for future reference, I'll have to make some adjustments to some lap times here. If you get too close to the loop at the start, it'll start you ahead of time and you won't get the start you think you have. So please give a little bit of breathing room before the loop. But right now it's Travis out in front on a 5:13. Ashen in the 2. Evan 3, JR, Bryant, Justin, Terry, Rod, and Sean.
2 minutes left.
3 down, 2 to go. 3 down, 2 to go. It's a 5:14 right now for Travis. He'll have a couple seconds added to that. But Ashton on a 5:23, Evan on a 5:06. Then Evan on a 5:06 with that 10-lap run. Bryant 10, JR on a 10. Terry also on a 10, then 9-lap runs for Rod, Justin, and Sean. is car number 6 jumping over the triple right now. Coming into that little tabletop and heading back towards the line. Into that double-double section and back towards the back of the track now. Live on camera for those of you at home.
1 minute left.
That is Travis. Currently with a 3-second advantage over Ashen. With 15 seconds to go, it's Travis, Ashen, Bryant, JR, your top 4, Terry, your top 5, then Justin, Rod, Sean, and Evan round out the rest of the field. Evan looks like he's potentially off track right now, or just a really long lap. Master clock has expired, but all drivers keep racing till I call you done, please. All right, drivers, race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. And pull them off the track safely. If that means going one more lap and coming in the front of pit lane, please do so. Race them to the line. All done, all stop. All done, all stop. So Travis is going to take the win. He will be second. Oh no, it'll be Ashen after that 3 seconds is added. So Ashen's going to... No, so Jonan will be the 2 spot there. So yeah, Travis will get the win in this one on a 5:17 pace. Ashen on a 5:19. Then it's a 10-lap run for Bryant, JR, Terry, Justin, Rod, Sean, and Evan on 9s.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 3. Spec Tire E-Buggy. Heat 3 of 4. Minutes to the start of the race.
All right, those first set of guys have been tech through. You guys can grab your cars. All right, race 3 track is yours. Race 3 track is yours. Thank you guys for holding there. I was getting some results updated. So we'll make sure we get you those 2-minute warm-ups.
Minutes to the start of the race. Ricky Bozer, Larry Richards, Raymond Shell, Doug Bartley, Terry Yeo, Gavin Deitch, Hannah Hamilton, Liam Roth.
So I got to check from all drivers who are here. Ryan is not here, so I will need a volunteer for bucket 5 following this. I'll need a volunteer for bucket 5 following this race. Ryan's not here yet this morning. Couldn't quite get out of work. Rod, can I get you to go to bucket 8? Thank you.
One minute to the start of the race.
Forty-five till we're
45 seconds
live.
to the start of the
45 till we're
race.
live. Drivers, 45 till we're live.
Seconds to the start of the race.
Remember, if you are going to wait, please don't stay too close to the loop, as the loop will count you off, and then you won't actually start your race
to the
when
start
you
of
think
the
you
race.
are. That's far enough right there.
Less
Don't
than
creep
5.
any further. Space it out, guys. Loop is live. All right, we are underway here in race number 3. This is 3 of 4 of your e-buggy Spec Tire Edition. This is the largest class we have here this weekend. 37 entries in your Spec Tire class. Awesome to see Spec Tire doing so well here in the Northwest. All right, Raymond Shell right now is your pace setter. He's got the hot lap of a 28:19. I believe he's heading onto the AstroTurf section now, over into the dot corner. Car number 6, he's got that purple body with the bright yellow splatter on it. The B team on the side, coming across the line right now, and into the double-double right side of the track. Oh, he takes a tumble. He's upside down, gets corner-marshaled. Now he's coming into that front side section right now. And into the back singles. Couple cars going upside down. Purple car that just went by you, Landon, to your left. Left, white wheels, right there.
2 minutes left.
Yep, that one. So Raymond and Larry battling it out right now. Terry Yo up to 3. Liam 4. Ricky top 5. Gavin, Doug, Hannah, and Ryan. So Raymond Shell still your leader out in that front spot in that purple and yellow as he goes into that backside of the track over the single. Oh, he rolls it over upside down. Requires a marshal again. That's going to let Larry catch him, but he's got a 10-second advantage on Larry right now. So a little bit of breathing room for Raymond.
1 minute left.
Oh, but he shorts it again, so Raymond doing everything he can to get rid of that 10-second cushion. Right now, good enough for 7th overall. And here in heat 3 of 4. So it's Raymond, Larry, Liam, Terry, and Ricky Bozer, your top 5. Gavin, Doug, Hannah, and Ryan, the rest of the running order right now. 10-lap runs for your top 4 drivers, Raymond, Larry, Liam, and Terry. Master clock has expired. Drivers keep running until I call you done, though. Right now, Larry qualified in the top 10. Liam just into the top 12. Terry outside of that top 12. Race him to the line, drivers. Race him to the line. As you cross, you are done. As you cross, you are done. So Raymond already done, so he rolls it over again, but it doesn't matter. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. That is a race for race number 3. Raymond Shell will get the win here in race 3, qualify 8th overall so far. Larry, Liam, Ricky, Terry, Gavin, Doug, Hannah, the rest of the running order in that one.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 4. Spec Tire E-Buggy. Heat 4 of 4. Jason Martin. Brandon Deitch. Woody Garwood. Jack Steinberg. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Zach McIsaac. Brady Bell. Brian Itter. Marcus Ramirez. One minute to the start of the race. Matty Fields. Seth Bozer. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, you heard the man. 45 seconds till we are live in this one. Bucket 5, I need that volunteer for 5 for Yoder, please. I need a volunteer on 5 for Yoder. He's not here,
30
so there
seconds
is
to
no
the start
marshal
of the
missing.
race.
I just need a volunteer on bucket 5, please, for Yoder. Volunteer on 5, please. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, guys. 15 seconds till we're live. All marshals are in
15
place.
seconds
Ryan's
to
not
the
here
start of the race.
yet this morning, so 10 seconds, drivers. 10 seconds.
Less than 5.
All right, this is your fourth and final heat. The fourth and final heat of your Spec Tire e-buggy class this morning. So we're going to know our round 1 top qualifier at the end of today. At the end of this race, excuse me, for round number 1. So right now, Brian gets out on that early start as he starts to take off. All right, so 2 minutes into this one now. It's Brian, Jason, Marcus, Zach, Woody, Brandon, Seth, Jack, Maddie, and Brady, the running order. Right now, Brian on a 11 and a 5:09. That would be good enough for second overall behind Keith. Keith on that 5:02 with that 11-lap run. Fast lap of the race belongs to your leader, Brian, on a 27.74. Marcus in the 2. Jason Martin. Jason now trying to catch Marcus. He's only 2.5 seconds back. Woody running 4. Zach top 5. Brandon, Seth, Jack Steinberg, Maddie, Brady. The rest of the running order in this one with 1:50 to go here in race number 4. Caution in the double-double up front. Caution on the dot corner as well. Your leader with a long lap coming across the line right now with that yellow wing and that old school paint scheme with the yellow wheels heading into the back section of the track right now. Over onto the AstroTurf and into that little double, into the dot corner he goes. Your leader coming left-hand side of the track and into the triple. That white, orange, a little bit of red back there. Yellow wing, oh, he goes upside down tumbling. Now he comes across the line, the loop right there, and into the double-double right in front of the driver's stand.
1 minute left.
That is your leader, but he only has a 2-second advantage on Jason now. With 1 minute to go. And now he falls out of the, almost out of the top 5 here for round number 1. Oh, that gap growing just a little bit now. So Brian with a 5-second advantage on Jason, Woody, Marcus, and Zach top 5. Brandon still trying to get into that top 5, running 6. Seth, Jack, Matty, and Brady. With 20 seconds to go on the master clock, don't stop till I call you done. If a faster driver comes up on you, hold a wide racing line, let him get underneath. Then slowly get back into your racing line. Maybe learn something. Follow him around for a few corners. Oh, your leader gets caught up with an upside down car. Unfortunate for him. Master clock has expired. Please keep racing until I call you done. When you cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. Brian will come across on an 11.521. Good enough for 5th overall in the round so far. When you cross the line, you are done, drivers. Is that Martin's buggy off track there? He's the last one I have left. And it's a long lap. So all stop, all done. So just be careful, drivers, as you bring it back to the pits. Watch out for marshals.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 5.
All right, it is race number 5 up next, but I'm going to pause real quick and read you what we have here. Yeah, you should be. All right, guys, hold for me just a quick second. The order of round number 1, top qualifier, going to be Keith Hadley, Robert Sorjonen in the 2, Travis 3, Ashen 4, Brian 5, Jason 6, Toby 7, Bryant 8, Aaron 9, Raymond top 10. So those are your top 10 drivers for round number 1. Race number 5, track is yours. Race number 5, track is yours.
Robert Sorjonen, Michael Whittam, Rhett Long, Raymond Schell. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Matthew Miller, Carson Phipps.
All right, I don't think Brandon's going to be here this weekend, so I have a check from everybody but Rob Runyon. Rob Runyon, I do not have a check from Rob.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
And Marcus Ramirez. Marcus, I need you on 2.
Less than 5.
On 2. Your car number 2. Loop is live, drivers. Loop is live. All right, hot lap hero on lap number 1 belongs to Carson Phipps. Carson goes 27.2 on lap number 1. So right now it's Carson, Matt, Rhett, Robert, and Raymond, your running order. Your top 4 in actually pretty tight little bunch formation there, working together. Carson on an 11.506, 11.508 for Matt. Rhett on a 5.17. Sorjonen on a 5.19. Then Raymond with a late start here for Raymond. It looks like, oh,
2
Michael
minutes
with
left.
the late start. So Matt Miller now takes over that top spot away from Carson. He's on that 5.10. Carson with a 5.14 as he goes 30 and 29 back-to-back, slowing it down just a little bit. So it'll be Miller, Phipps, Long, Sorjonen, and Shell, your top 5. So your new leader is car number 6. He is the white wing car, following
1 minute
behind your
left.
other 2 leaders there. Heading into the dot corner. He's got the white front end with the orange back end there. Oh, he spins it out just a little bit. Comes into the 180. Yep, right there, Landon. On camera now, up over the triple. That is your new leader. .25 seconds to go. Carson takes it back over now. So it is once again that white, orange, and blue buggy with the black wing back out in front by 0.04 of a second. Matt right there, Rhett, Robert, Raymond, and Michael. The rest of the running order. It is a battle to set the early TQ number here in this one. Race clock has expired, drivers. Race clock has expired. Keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing, keep racing. All right, race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. You cross the line, you are done. And we're just waiting for Michael to finish up. That's the last car that's live up over the triple. And that will do it for race number 5, your Spec Tire E buggy class. Or Spec Tire Nitro buggy class, excuse me. I will need volunteer marshals on 3, 8, and 9. Or Rob, if you are here, go to bucket 8. I will need 3 and 9, 3, 8, and 9. Marshals?
The race is completed. Up next, race number 6.
Race 6
Spec Tire
track is
Nitro
yours.
Buggy.
Race 6 track is
Heat
yours.
2 of 3.
Two minutes to the start of the race, drivers. 2 minutes.
Jared Kazokria.
Once again, I do need marshals. 3, 8, and
Ryan
9,
Carlson.
please. 3, 8, and 9 for marshals. If I could get a couple volunteers to help me cover it. These are only 5-minute qualifiers. 3, 8, and 9.
Larry Richards. Brandon Deitch. Brett Wilson. Dan Wilcox. Brian Itter. Garrett Smith.
Volunteers on 3, 8, and 9. 8 is in the back. The back bucket there.
1 minute
You
to the
got it,
start
Green
of the
Sweat?
race.
We got it back there? Awesome. Thank you. I need a 9. 9. I just need 9, which is right next to me here at the booth. Pretty easy one. Thank you, Joe. We are good on marshals. 50 seconds, drivers. We'll just go ahead and call it 45 till we're live. Plan your fuel, please.
45
Plan your
seconds to
fuel.
the start of the race.
Make sure you have fuel. If you can go that 7 or 8 minutes, that is fine. Otherwise,
30
plan your
seconds to
fuel
the start of
stop
the
so you don't
race.
get caught out.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Loop is live in 15 seconds, drivers. Careful driving backwards, guys.
Less than 5.
Loop is live. We are live here in qualifying. Race number 6. Race number 6 on the track right now. Race number 6 on the track. Race number 7, heat 3 of 3 for Spec Tire Nitro. You guys are up next. We'll let a couple laps get in here before we start calling out some of your leaders. Great driving there over the line, though. Working together. I like to see it. All right, so we are a couple laps in. Brian out in front. So Brian Eider out in front in this one. He is that white, orange, and red buggy with the yellow wheels, yellow wing going over the triple right now. Heading into that little roller table, coming up to the timing and scoring loop. Into that front side double-double. And over to the back side of the track now. Now Garrett Smith takes over that top spot. It is really close in this one. Caution after the triple, caution after the triple. So Brian takes over that top spot as he goes through the single skippers. into that back off-camber slippery slidey section. Brian Carlson running 2, Brandon Dyke 3, Dan Wilcox in the 4, Garrett Smith running 5, Jared, Brett, and Larry. The entire field, though, 9 seconds apart between all 8 drivers right now. Your leader on the right-hand side of the track, back now in the very back. Going on to the AstroTurf section in the green carpet. Then up over that double on the dot corner. Yellow wing coming back towards the scoring booth. And heading into the triple with that yellow wing is your leader, Brian Eider, right now. So Brian on an 11.524 pace right now. 5:28 for Brian Carlson. Jared on a 10.502. Deitch on a 5:03. 5:10 for Garrett. 5:17 for Brett. 5:17 for Dan. And a 5:21 for Larry.
1 minute left.
4 down, 1 to go. 4 down, 1 to go. Brian with a 3.9 second advantage over Bryant right now. Fast lap of the race belongs to Jared, though. Jared goes 28.1 on lap number 6. That is the fastest lap of the race. But it is Brian out in front of Bryant. Jared, Brandon, now Garrett and Brandon, Dan, Brett, Larry, the rest of the running order. Master clock has expired. All drivers keep racing, keep racing, keep racing. Oh, Brian with a bit of a mistake there. That's going to open the door for Carlson. Race him to the line, race him to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. Just waiting on Brian Eider. Everybody else is done. And that is a race. All stop, all done. Bryant Carlson will get the win here in race number 6. 11 and a 5:25. Brian Eider goes 11.526, 10 and a 5:04 for Jared. Garrett 5:08, Dan 5:11, 5:13 for Brandon. Brett on a 5:14 and Larry on a 5:26. Carson Phipps will hold on to that TQ though, heading into race number 7.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 7. Spec Tire Nitro Buggy. Heat 3 of 3.
Hold for me just a second, race 7. Hold just a second. All right, track is yours. Race 7, track is yours.
Taylor Wonders.
I believe we have track maintenance following this.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Following this race. Track maintenance following this race, I believe. It's right about an hour in, so I believe it's track maintenance following this race.
Toby Jenkins. Carson Goodman. Stephen Wilk. Sam Moss. Justin Shockley. Jacob Sturmer. Tyler Jones. Austin Azure.
All right, I got to check from all drivers.
1 minute
to the tone drivers. Plan your fuel stop, please. Plan your fuel stop, please. All my Marshall buckets are covered. Awesome job,
45
drivers.
seconds
Awesome
to the start
job.
of the race.
We are in race number 7, and we are right on schedule so far.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Less than 5.
Less than 5.
Loop is live. Loop is live. All right, everybody is chasing that time of Carson Phipps, 11 and a 5:09 pace back from the first heat. Once again, we have track maintenance following this, followed by e-truggy. So track maintenance, track crew, start gathering yourself and getting yourself ready. We have a 10-minute window. Brett said, my guys can do it in less than 10, so that's what we're holding you to this weekend. Blame the man. If you feel pressured, I'm just kidding. If it takes a little bit longer, we'll get the best conditions we can, and we'll work with it throughout the weekend. But all these guys trying to target that Spec Tire Nitro buggy. The third heat, 3 full heats of Spec Tire Nitro. 4 full heats of Spec Tire e-buggy. What a time to be alive in the Northwest with Spec Tire on 8 scale vehicles. Carson goes 28-1, 28 flat. So your late arrival out in front right now, 11:08. That would be a new TQ time. Taylor right there on 11:508 as well. Now Taylor, the only one on TQ, as Carson slows it down with a 30.1. So Wonders, 11 and a 5:08 pace. He is on TQ pace. Only driver right now to do so. So the Wonders and Phipps battle continues here. (27.543) from lap number 2, the hot lap for Austin Azure of this race. So Austin has the pace. I've just watched him make a couple of mistakes on the backside of that triple now. That has cost him the overall pace as he runs third behind Carson. Then it's Taylor, Carson, Austin, Sam Moss, and Tyler Jones, your top 5. Steven, Toby, Justin, and Jacob, the rest of the running order. 3 down and 2 to go. 3 down and 2 to go.
Two minutes left.
Taylor Wonders, 11.506, new TQ pace out in front in that all gray Techno. Carson Goodman on a 5:15. Austin Azure 5:17. Then it's 10 lap runs for Tyler, Sam, Toby, Justin, and Steven. So once again, be mindful of your leaders, guys. If faster traffic comes up on you, the silver 4 of Taylor Wonders, white wing, white wheels, he's going to be your pace setter. Goodman in that multicolor car. Austin Azure running the all-white buggy with the red stickers. If any of those drivers come up on you, they are 1, 2, and 3. With just under a minute to go, 50 seconds to be exact. Taylor Wonders takes over that hot lap as well, 27.449 on lap number 6. Goodman up to the 2. Austin, Sam, and Toby, your top 5. Tyler, Justin, Jacob, and Steven, the rest of the running order. Once again, track maintenance following this. Race 7, you will need to come back and marshal for race 8. At the conclusion of track maintenance. Wonders still on a 5:06, 3 seconds up on that TQ pace with 10 seconds to go on the master clock. All drivers continue racing until I call you done, not when you hear the tone. So Taylor will finish up there and take a new TQ. Everybody else keep racing until I say so. Keep racing, guys. Keep racing. Keep racing. All right, race them to the line. Next time you cross the line, you are done. Next time you cross the line, you are done. Austin moves up into that 2 spot, so Goodman with a bit of a bobble somewhere in there. Race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. And that is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. That is a race for race number 7, Spec Tire Nitro Buggy. Taylor Wonders will get the win and the TQ position. Top 10 for the round of Spec Tire Nitro Buggy. Well, we'll do the run through of this race first. Race 7, Taylor, Austin, Carson, Sam, Toby, your top 5. Tyler, Justin, Steven, and Jacob. Your top 10 for the round. Taylor Wonders, your top qualifier for Spec Tire. Round number 1. Carson 2, Matt Miller 3. Austin goes 4, Rhett 5. Carson Goodman 6, Jake Robert Sorjonen in the 7, Brian Carlson 8, Brian Eider in the 9, and Jared Kazakria will run your top 10.
The race is completed.
So we are in currently
next,
a track maintenance
race number
break.
8.
Race 8 will be up following track maintenance. Race 7, go ahead and take your cars to pit lane or the pits, but I need you back at the start of race 8, please. Race 7 back to the track, please. Race 7 back to the track. Race 7 marshals back to the track. Wonders, Azure, Goodman, Moz, Jenkins, Jones, Shockley, Wilkie, and Sturmer. Or Wilk. Steven, you'll have to let me know if it's Wilkie or Wilk. Being a E at the end of the name, Wildy, Wild, what? I understand that one, so want to get it right. But Wonders, Azure, Goodman, Moz, Jenkins, Jones, Shockley, Steven, and Jacob Sturmer back to the track to marshal, please. Race 8, track is yours.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Robert Sorhanen. Zach McIsaac.
I'm going to add a little bit more time into the warm-up here just so you guys can kind of run that moisture in a little bit.
Travis Itter. Michael Schladetsky. Dwayne Billings. Mark Saya.
I have a check from everybody but Brady Bell. No Brady Bell check yet. I have 8 drivers on the stand.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Marshals, just be mindful after each and every water today for potential slick spots when you step, so we don't have any injuries.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
No check there, Brady, still. I can hand count you if we need to, just so we don't lose any time, but just check in between rounds for me if you could.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Brady, go ahead and get on the stand. I'll hand count you.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Who's ever right there before the double-double, you are in front of the loop. Who's ever car number 1, Mark, you are too close to the loop. It will count you already, so you won't start when you think you're starting. Space it out, guys. Please, no mad dash. Loop is live. So updates might be a little quieter this one, guys. I'm going to hand count Brady. Sarjonin quickly into the 27s. All right, Sarjonin quickly out in front, goes 26.6 on that second lap by. So he is out in front, taking advantage of that grip on the freshly watered track there. Looping it around, Brady Bell in the 2, Michael in the 3, Jay, Zach, Travis, Dwayne, and Mark the rest of the running order. A reminder today, guys, at 10:30, Kay and Gray's Grill will open up. Lots of Italian sodas and drinks, Red Bull Italian sodas as well, and homemade pulled pork sandwiches smoked for 12 hours are available today starting at 10:30. It's right, if you just walk straight off of the driver's stand of the AstroTurf track, it's right there across the road. So make sure you guys head over to Kay's and Gray's and help support them this weekend and keep it in the family here with the Die Hard RC Park. Sorjone and Michael, Brady, Zach, Jay, your top 5, Travis, Dwayne, and Mark, the rest of the running order. Just about halfway there, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go here in Heat 1 of 2 of E-Truggy. Nice to see multiple heats of E-Truggy in this one. So a couple of drivers not going to go directly into the A.
Two minutes left.
With 2 to go, Robert continues to lead the field around right now. Brady moves up into the 2. A tough lap. Oh, back-to-back tough laps for Michael. 34 and a 30 will shift him down to that 6th position. So Robert and Brady together on the track as they go down to the back right-hand side, heading into that little off-camber section. Onto the AstroTurf they go.
One minute left.
So Travis, just be aware you are in between 1 and 2. I know you're running 3rd right now, but just be aware. .430 down, 30 seconds to go till the master clock expires. Drivers, keep racing until I call you done, though. Please keep racing until I call you done. Oh, that time by Robert goes 26.421. Absolutely blistering. Race them to the line, guys. Racing to the line. Just waiting on 2 drivers. And there's Robert and Michael. Race is done. All stop. All done. All stop. Sorjonen will take the win. 12 and a 5:26. Travis will go 2 on a 10.5:02. So Robert runs the first 12-lap run we've seen all weekend. Travis on a 10.5:02. Brady 10.5:03. Zach 5:04. 5:05 for Jay. Wow, that is really tight. 2 through 5 there, separated by just about a second or more. And that is going to be it for race number 8. Brady, you'll see a long lap to end and a 0 lap. I was trying to make sure everybody was finishing up there, and I missed one of your laps, but I got you squared. Check your transponder for me before round 2, though, if you could.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 9. E-Truggy.
Race 9, hold
E2
for
of
me
2.
just a second, please. Hold. Race 8, cars and radios down, please. Do not go all the way back to the pits. Cars and radios down. And out to your numbers, please. I had 8 drivers in that one, so Joe or company, could I get you over here, hang out with me on bucket 9? All right, race 9 track is yours. Race 9 track is yours. Marshals, be mindful, cars are live. Quinn Monroe to timing and scoring. Quinn Monroe Wildy. Quinn Wildy to
2
timing and
minutes to
scoring.
the start of the race. Evan Roth, Justin Shockley, Brandon Fry, Joshua Gates, Tyler Jones, Brian Itter, Larry Richards.
A check from all drivers.
Woody
A check from all
Garwood.
drivers. Quinn Wildy to timing and scoring, please. $115 till we're live, drivers. $110 till we're live now. All chasing a 12 and a 5.26 out of Sorjonen. Absolute missile with that E-Truggy class.
1 minute to the start of
Barely
the race.
snuck by there at the end. I was wondering why he still had an extra lap. It's because he just laid it down there at the end to go 12. All marshals look to
45
be
seconds
in
to the start
position.
of the
Thank you,
race.
marshals. Caution on the triple. And clear. Marshals, make sure you look at the way the traffic is coming from
30
before
seconds
you
to the
marshal
start of
and
the
as
race.
soon and after you marshal as well. Drivers, if you hear any caution calls, please do your best to heed them. Doing double single on the triple isn't the worst thing. It'll cost you a 10th. And it'll save you the 4 seconds from flipping upside down after you're smack into a marshal. Once again, K's and Grays will be open here in about a minute or two. Iced coffees, Red Bull iced coffees, and homemade 12-hour smoked pulled pork all day long. And the race clock is live. Brian fires off with hot lap hero of a 28.0 on lap number 1. So a 28.0 for Brian right off the start there. Evan, Justin, and Tyler following him around for the rest of lap number 1 there. We'll let things get sorted in a few laps in here before we start calling the rest of the order. All right, now we got 4 laps in. Evan has taken over that top spot. Tyler Jones in the 2, Justin 3. Brian and Woody round out your top 5. Then Larry, Josh, and Brandon. Fast lap of the race still belongs to Brian, but it's on lap number 3 now, 27.637 as he currently runs in 3rd position. Now make that 2nd.
2 minutes
as
left.
He jumps up ahead of Justin now. So it's Evan, Brian, Justin, Woody, and Josh. .330 down, 1:30 to go. It's an 11 and a 5:11 for Evan, 5:13 for Brian, Justin on a 5:24, and Woody on a 5:29. Those are your 11-lap runs currently on the track. All trying to chase that 12-lap run of Robert Sorjonen. Eider goes new fast lap once again, moves to that 2nd spot, 26.249 for Brian, but backs it up with a 31.9.
1 minute left.
So just under 1 minute to go now. Evan still out in that top spot, though, 5:11 for him. On that 11-lap run, Brian on a 5:18 on that 11. 5:26 for Justin. Woody still on a 5:28, hanging on by his chinny chin chin there for that 11-lap run. Master clock has expired. Keep racing, drivers. Keep racing. Do not stop until I tell you to. Evan is going to get that extra lap, going to get that 11-lap run he was looking for. And race them to the line, drivers. When you cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. Brian's going to come across 11 and a 5:17, which is going to be good enough for 3rd overall for the round. Unless something happens to Evan here. Evan trying to lay it down best he can here on the final lap. And he'll come across an 11.513, so he'll take the win here in race number 9. Brian goes 2, Justin, Woody, Larry, Josh, Brandon, and Tyler. For the round number 1, your top qualifier goes to Robert Sorjonen, Evan in the 2, Brian 3, Justin 4, Woody 5, Travis in the 6, Brady 7, Zach McIsaac runs 8, Larry Richards goes 9, and Jay Riggs will round out your top 10.
The race is completed.
Race 10,
next,
hold for me, please.
race
Race
number
10,
10.
hold for me. I will need
Nitro
some volunteer
Truggy.
marshals, I think, for
Heat
this
1 of
one
1.
as well. Race 10, track is yours. Race 10, track is yours.
Mike Stanton.
I need volunteer
Law.
marshals on 2
Nate
and
Clark.
4, please. Volunteers
Jared
on
Pazzo-Crea.
2 and 4.
Jordan Galiski. John Eskalikas.
I need volunteer marshals
Zaid
on
Sturmer.
2 and 4, please.
Michael Whittam. G.Y. Wing. Carson Phipps.
Volunteer marshals on 2 and 4. 2 and 4. I need 2 volunteer marshals, please. Wild Events crew or track crew. Volunteer marshals on 2 and 4. Thank you, Brandon, for the 2. Joe's going to go to the... Oh, Brandon's going to... Yeah, Joe, go 2, the dot corner. Brandon's got 4. Thank you, guys. We are covered. 135 to the tone, drivers. 135 to the tone. Loop is live. Loop is live. Caution on the triple. Caution on the triple. Clear. So this is the nitro version of Truggy. We just watched the electric version of Truggy. Now we got the nitro-powered version on the track right now. Congratulations to the drivers on the stand. Welcome to the A-Main. Carson Phipps coming across 26.947, new fast lap of the race. Hot lap hero for lap number 1, though, was John Eskalikas. John went with a 27.5 on lap number 1, but backs it up with a 29.2. So we'll keep a little bit of an eye on Eskalikas, see if he can regain some of that form and climb back up to the top as he shuffles down to that 4th position now. 130 down, 330 to go. Nate Clark, Jared, Carson, John, Mike, Guy, Zaid, Michael, Rhett, Jordan, and Ryan. Early in this one, though. So Nate Clark still running out in front, 11 and a 5:05. That is your TQ pace right now. Carson takes it over though on a 5:02. So Carson is the car that we have live on camera for those of you back home. Right now, viewing Carson Phipps going over that double over the dot corner now. Or he's in the, and then coming up into that little bit of 180 there and into the triple. And then we'll make a move, switch, and watch somebody else. So Carson, Nate, John, Jared, and Mike Stanton, your top five. Zaid, Rhett, Michael, Guy, and Jordan, the rest of the running order. So once again, Carson is your leader in that white, orange, and blue truck with the black wing going over the front of the triple right now. Nice little downside over this roller coming to the loop and across the line. Into that double-double, back on camera with Carson. We're just absolutely wheeling it through that off-camber section there. Truck up on two wheels 2 different times. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. Nate Clark just 1.7 seconds back, though. Escalikas in that 3 spot. Jared 4, Mike in the 5. Rhett, Zaid, Michael, Guy, Jordan, and Ryan. $11 and a 5 flat for Carson. So are we going to see the second 12 lap run today? Is it going to come from a Truggy? This time the Nitro version. Yeah, there it is. 12 and a 5:26. Now the pace for Phipps out in front. Nate Clark 2, John, Jared, Mike, your top 5. Rhett, Zaid, Michael, Guy, Jordan, and Ryan Chew, the rest of the running order. 26.241 out of your leader. $4:30 down, 30 seconds to go. Clark now 6.4 back of your leader. But Casacria and Escalikas, Jared and John right there. Just a couple of seconds back from Nate. No, they come across this time, though. Those laps will shuffle back. So now we're a little bit spaced out up top, and Escalikas has got to worry about Stanton, Long, and Sturmer catching him. Master clock about to expire. Drivers, keep racing until I call you done, though. Keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing, drivers. Keep racing, keep racing. When you cross the line, you are done. Cross the line, you are done. When you cross the line, you are done. Carson Phipps takes the win. That is it. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. Carson Phipps, a 12 and a 5:25. So another 12 lap run here. Nate Clark goes 2, Jared 3. John Escalikas in the 4. Mike is rounding out your top 5. Then Rhett, Zaid, Michael, Guy, Jordan, and Ryan Chew, the rest of the running order. As we head into E-Buggy now, open tire edition. Drivers, get those radios and vehicles to the mechanic and quickly head out to the track to Marshall, please. Do not head all the way back to your pits. There is also a table on the scoring booth side of the driver's stand to place some radios, and the cars can go underneath.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 11.
11, hold for me, please. 11,
Heat 1
track
of 3.
is still closed. Track is yours, guys. Track is yours. Race 11, track is yours. All right, guys, and while we got the e-buggy guys going around the track and it is a little bit quiet, just wanted to let you know, while we do have the series shirts available, it is to the guys who are pre-registered, guys and gals, pre-registered first. If you signed up online, either through the website or RC sign up ahead of the event, we have your sizes. Once we get to the pre-registers, we'll start going through what we have left, and if not, we'll take your name down for later delivery and mailing. Also, we do have some lightweight jackets for perfects for the mornings when you come up and it's a little bit dewy, like here at Die Hard, some Wildy event jackets for $20. They run a little bit small. We do have limited sizes of those. We have a few limited sizes of Wildy Events t-shirts, also going for about $20. We have Wildy Event beanies for $15. And we have a few throwback shirts to some of our past events, Fallout and Hangover, that we still have lying around. Very, very limited sizes. But if you want to pick up one of those shirts, they're going for $5 just to get them off and into your hands. So go see registration for all of your shirts and accessory needs. 1 minute, drivers. 1 minute till the loop goes live.
1 minute to the start of the race. Travis Itter. Cole Chura. Brett Wilson. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Kevin Hobbs. Aaron Brooks. Ashawn Bristol. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, we are active and underway here in race number 11. Race 12 up next. The next 3 heats are all e-buggy, so 3 nice full heats of e-buggy. I only have 7 drivers on the stand. Looked like Hobbs was off. Brady Bell, I did not have a check from you. If you mistimed it, this would be the one round I have the leeway to fix that. All right, so Cole leading them around. Travis in the 2, Ashton in the 3. Then it's Aaron and Evan, your top 5. Pat, Brett, Brady, and Kevin not making the start. Caution after the triple. Fast lap of the race, 26.225 for Cole Chura on lap number 3. Cole, I think, gets the Ironman award for practice yesterday. Put some serious laps in on the driver's stand. Not sure he gets to stick around for the full Sunday, so making sure he gets to maximize his driving time. And as I say that, the announcer curse in full effect as he rolls it over after the triple. Oh, that was Evan this time around. Cole in the green and white with the pink front. Heading into the off-camber right behind the orange buggy of Evan. Into that double again, white front, white wheels, and a black wing coming up to timing and scoring corner here.
2 minutes left.
And heading into that triple, that is your leader, Cole Chura. He's got a 5-second advantage on Travis. Travis and Ashton about 2 seconds apart between the two of them. Keep racing, drivers. That's just a race edit that I have going on. That's that tone. So nothing to affect you guys. Keep racing. Dwayne, you are not in this race. I can make you in this race if you just want to keep running, but I think you want to come off and get a nice full run. This is race 11.
One minute left.
Dwayne, I have you in the next race, race 12. So just hang out here. Stay close. So Cole Chura, Ash and Evan, Pat and Aaron, your top 5. Brett, Kevin, Travis, and Brady. Oh, is Travis off track? That might be unfortunate, as he was running up there in some of that top spots, but he hasn't put in a lap after lap number 5. It's a 12-lap run for Cole Chura right now, 12 and a 5:24, so the 12-lap runs are starting to fall here. And we saw him in the 2 truggy classes. This is the first we've seen in your buggy class. This is the open tire version of your e-buggy. Your leader coming across the line right now. Oh, he's going to get caught at the line. He's going to go 11.501. He will not get that 12-lap run. Everybody else keep racing, keep racing. All drivers keep racing. Cole is the only one done so far, so just keep racing, drivers. Cole, just be aware if somebody is racing with you, you are done and off the clock. So just bring her on home. Everybody else keep racing, please. Race them to the line now. As you cross, you are done. Ash and Aaron and Pat all done. And Evan finishes up there in that 3rd spot. So it's going to be Cole Chura getting the win. Ashton goes 2, Evan 3, Aaron 4, Pat 5, Brett 6, all stop, all done. Kevin 7, Travis 8, and Brady Bell did not start.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 12.
Race 12, hold for me, please. Hold.
Heat 2 of 3.
I need all 9 drivers out to the track to marshal, including Brady. If your car just didn't work, then hop on out there and marshal, please. Otherwise, we can get a volunteer on 9 if there was a misunderstanding. Hold, guys. We didn't release you just yet. Try to give at least a couple of seconds for marshals to start walking, and then it's on them to pay attention. Track is yours. Track is yours.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Sam Moss.
Travis, back right. Back right. Watch the triple behind you.
Jason Martin. Sean Harp. J.R. Clark. Joshua Gates. Rod Miller. Dwayne Billings. Mark Saya.
So I have a check from all drivers except Zach McIsaac. And there's Zach right there. So I have a check from all drivers. 105 to the start, drivers. 105 to the start.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, about 15 seconds until we are live here in race number 12. Race 13, the final heat of Open Tire E-Buggy. You guys are up next. Then we will go into Open Tire Nitro Buggy to finish out the round.
Less than 5.
And I believe we have track maintenance following race 13. Loop is live. Oh, Kyle with the hops. All right, so all of our drivers are working on their first lap still here. Sam, JR, Sean, Josh, Zach, Rod, Mark, Jason, and Dwayne on your first lap here. Sam with a nice little run here, 28.6, 29.3 to start us off. That 28.6 is hot lap hero actually for Sam Moz for lap number 1. And he'll hold on to that through the second laps here for drivers. So Sam, JR, and Jason so far with 2:20 into this one. Now it's Sam, JR, and Zach. Oh, now Jason takes it right back. It's back and forth in the middle of the field there. Sam, JR, Jason, Zach, and Josh are top 5. Sean running 6. Rod, and Mark, and Dwayne. Dwayne was up early. He was ready to go. Then I pushed him back to race 12. He checked in, was running laps, and now he's off the track. Unfortunate start to the Saturday for Dwayne. Oh, looks like I might have another dead car there after the triple. There's car 1 potentially. No, it's car 9. The car 9 of McIsaac. So
2 minutes
it's going to push him from 4 to 6 there. And he's got some sort of a little electrical gremlin that hopefully he gets resolved out. Once again, track maintenance following race 13, race 12 on the track right now. Your leader is that green and white buggy heading on the right-hand side of the track right now with the white wheels in the very back with the white wing. So green up front, white back, white wing coming into that double in the dot corner right now. That is your leader. And we got him on camera. Great job by Landon. 10-year-old on the moving camera this weekend. Killing it so far as he heads into that little roller and back towards the line.
1 minute left.
So reminder, K's and Gray's is open. Serving those Italian sodas, Red Bull Italian sodas, iced coffees, protein bars, candies, nachos, hot dogs, and of course those 12-hour smoked pulled pork sandwiches. Just look where the AstroTurf track is, where the driver's stand goes up. Look right across the road the other direction, and that is where you'll find that delicious food for the weekend. 15 seconds to go in this one. Sam Maas continue to lead around, but JR and Jason starting to tighten up. Your leader up over the triple. Now into that little roller, coming back to the loop. And going into the double-double now goes your leader. JR only 1.8 back, Jason 2.8 back of JR. Then it's Zach, Josh, your top 5, Sean, Rod, Mark, and Dwayne. Keep running, drivers, until I call you done. Keep running until I call you done. Race them to the line, drivers. Race them to the line. When you cross the line, you will be done. When you cross the line, you will be done. And just waiting on Jason to finish up as he comes across the line here. And that is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. For race number 12, Sam Maas will get the win. He will not knock off Cole's TQ, though. A 10.505 will be good enough for 4th overall so far. Jason goes 2, JR 3, Zach, Josh, your top 5, Rod, Sean, Mark, and Dwayne.
The race is completed.
Race 13, please hold for me,
Up next,
please.
race number 13,
hold.
E-Buggy. Heat 3 of 3.
Marshals, get your buggies down and radios down, please, and quickly out to the track to Marshall. I had 9 drivers, so I should have all 9 buckets that I need covered. 1 through 9 are in the most needed location, so we feel pretty good about 9 coverage. 10, 11, and 12 are just extra to help improve the flow. Race 13, track is yours. Be mindful of marshals, please. Track is yours. Track is yours.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Keith Hadley. Terry Stephenson. Zaid Sturmer.
Mark, you're on 5. 5
Michael
is just
Schledetsky.
inside behind the triple.
Terry Yeo. Jordan Galiski.
There's numbers on both sides. Jason, you just spitted that around. Oh, we got a loose wheel.
Matthew Miller. Austin Azure. 1 minute to the start of the race. Marcus Ramirez.
Check from all drivers. Check from all 9 drivers here in this one.
.45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Loop is live in 15 seconds, drivers. Loop is live in
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Track maintenance, track crew, track maintenance following this race. Track crew, track maintenance following this race. Loop is live, and Terry Stephenson will be the first driver on the clock, and that's an unfortunate way to start for Terry. But he is live and counting. Couple of guys missing car numbers. Please try and get those resolved for round number 2. If you're running both spec and open tire, just throw 2 car numbers on the front, one from each main. And that way I can figure it out by looking at the computer, getting you dialed in, at least gets me in the ballpark. Austin coming out of the gate swinging with a 26.9, but Keith Hadley says, I see your 26.9, and I raise you a 26.2 out of the gates for Keith Hadley. Caution on that double-double in the front. Mike making it a little interesting through there for everybody, but all working out, getting squared up. So Hadley, Azure, Ramirez, Galitsky, and Stephenson, your top 5 right now, even with that rough first lap from Terry. Then Terry Yo running 6, Zaid in the 7, Michael Matthew. Oh, a rough first lap for Matt. So Miller's got some work to do now here. Currently qualifying in 20th position, but lots of time to go. He'll try and reel that back in. Thank you, Dwayne. So Hadley on a 12 and a 5:17, the fastest run we have seen yet today. Corner marshal help at the loop. I don't know if it's stuck, if it's dead. It's dead. So that's an unfortunate for Jordan there as he pulls off early. Hadley, Azure, Stephenson now your top 3. Terry Yo up to 4. Miller, big climb up to the 5. Then it's Marcus Zaid, Mike, and Jordan.
2 minutes left.
2 to go. We will know a top qualifier at the end of this one for your open tire e-buggy class. And right now it's looking like Keith Hadley, but Austin Azure joins him on the 12-lap run. 12 and a 5:17 for your leader, Keith Hadley. 12 and a 5:26 for second place, Austin Azure. With 1:35 to go on the race clock. Fast lap of the race. The race belongs to Keith Hadley, 26.064. We are flirting with the 25. Oh, Austin Azure. Is that Austin that is broken off track now? So with over a minute to go, he's going to be stuck at 7 laps completed.
1 minute left.
Hadley with a long lap as well, 32.1. So now he's flirting with losing that 12-lap run. Final 30 seconds on the master clock. Drivers, keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing until I call you done. And there it is. Austin shuffles down. So Hadley out in front on TQ. Pace 12 and a 5:26 ahead of Cole's 11 and a 5:01. So there's a little bit of room to flirt with, but not a ton here for Hadley. This is going to be an amazing A-main. When we get to tomorrow, a little triple-A action here for your open tire e-buggy division. Master clock has expired. All drivers continue racing. Top to bottom order is going to be Keith, Matthew, Terry, Marcus, and Terry Yo. Then Zaid, Mike, Austin, and Jordan. The rest of the running order right now. Terry hanging on to a top 12 position. Trying to climb up maybe into a top 10. The top 4 drivers in this one on a top 10 qualifying run. Got a couple guys flirting with the clock here, so we're going to keep letting it run until I know for sure. All right, race them to the line, drivers, race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. Ramirez finishes up on a 10 and a 5:03. Matt Miller makes a big climb there, 11 and a 5:23, climbs to 4th overall for the round, 2nd in this heat. Keith Hadley able to stay on a 12-lap run. He will go, depending on how he comes across here, on a 12 and a 5:25. A little bit of a long one. There it is, 12 and a 5:27 for Hadley. So he will hang on to TQ here for round number 1. The finishing order of that one is going to be Keith, Matthew, Marcus, Terry Yo in the 5, then Zaid, Michael, Austin, and Jordan. Your top 10 for the round of open tire e-buggies. Keith Hadley 1, Cole, Ashen, Matt Miller, and Evan Roth takes the top 5. Then it's Marcus, Terry, Sam, Aaron, Jason, Martin rounds out your top 10.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 14. Nitro Buggy. Heat 1 of 3.
And we are in track maintenance mode now.